Shalom, shalom. First one, give all praises and honor and glory to the Most High Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai. Yahweh being the Heavenly Father, Yahushai being the Son of God. Right, this is going to be a quick lesson, none too shabby, but first one, I was meditating on this, which is, the Lord never changed, and His people is always going to be Israel. Right? First, I want to pull out this precept. This is the book of Job, chapter 23, verse 13. It says, but he is in one mind, and who can turn him? Right? Because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is in one mind. He had one perspective, one opinion, one will, man. I mean, you cannot change his will, if you will. Right? He's always going to do what he set out to do. Right? His people is always going to be Israel. Right? It says, but he is in one mind, and who can turn him? Right? Can you change the mind of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai? Nah, his people will always be Israel. It says, and what his soul desireth, even that he doeth. Right? Let me get this real quick. Psalm chapter 29, verse 11, it says, the Lord will give strength unto his people. The Lord will bless his people with peace. Right? Because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, he's going to give strength to his people, man, which is you Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man. Right? And I was meditating on this earlier, and I thought of, plot armor, if you will. If you don't know what plot armor is, I'm going to look it up for you. Right? Plot armor means sometimes referred to a script immunity or a character shield. It says plot armor is when a main character life and health are safeguarded by the fact that he's the one person who can't be removed from the story. Right? And that's you Israelites, man. You can't be removed, man. Salvation is only for you Israelites, man. Right? Can't nobody take us out, if you will, man. We always going to win in the end. We is those characters, if you will, or that people that's going to win or get the victory. And guess what? That's, desire of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. To be a savior unto Israel, man. Israel has a plot armor, man. This is the Lord's story. Right? Omnipotence, meaning full all authority and power over everything. Can nothing escape thee. Right? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has all authority and power in existence, if you will, man, of everything. Right? This is the Lord's story, man. He writes the characters, the storyline. Hey, guess what? You Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, you are the characters that's supposed to get the victory in the end, man. We gotta meditate on that. All right, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 26, verse 18. It says, and the Lord, or Yahweh, and Yahweh have avouched thee this day to be his peculiar people, as he hath promised thee, and that thou shouldest keep all his commandments. So you are his peculiar people, man. If I'm not mistaken, peculiar goes to treasure. Right? It says, and to make thee high above all nations which he hath made, in praise and in a name and in honor. It says, and that thou mayest be a holy people unto the Lord thy God, as he hath spoken, man. And guess what? That's the desire of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And that will never change, man. Right? Job chapter 23, verse 13, it says, but he is in one mind, and who can turn him? Right? You cannot change the Most High's mind. One mind going into, he's completely fixed on his desires and his opinions and his perspective, man. He's completely fixed on saving his people, man. That's his people, if you will, man. And that will never change. right? Because you got people like you got Christians out there who come against, the prophets, if you will, come against that salvation is only for Israel. They come against the truth, man. You cannot change the plot. You cannot change the storyline, if you will, man. Now always make this similar to people is those people. Israel is those people that will always get victory, man, in the end. Right? Those, you Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, you are those characters, if you will, are similar to, you are those characters that's supposed to get the victory in the end, man. You cannot be written out of the truth, if you will, man. Salvation's for Israel, man. And a lot of you Christians, y'all come against that and try to say salvation's for everybody, man. And try to say we don't know who Israel is. Well, we the Israelites, man, the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man. Right? It says, verse 14, it says, for he performeth the thing that is appointed for me. Right? So like it says, for he performeth the thing that is appointed for me. Right? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, he's going to perform or accomplish that which was appointed for you. Right? And what's appointed for you Black, Hispanic, Native Indians that come back unto the Lord? You Israelites, man. Salvation, man. It's written in existence, man, in reality, if you will, man. It's written in reality, man, that you are supposed to get the victory, man. Even victory over death. And shall never die. Be immortal, man. Everlasting life, man. Even the 2/3, all Israel shall be saved, man. Right? And guess what? Hey, can't nobody, try to come against that. No amount of tears or no amount of, of you damn heathens praying for self, that cannot happen, man. Israel is written in reality to get salvation, man. It's written in reality, man. You ever heard the saying it's written in stone? It's fixed already, man. Israel, or Yasha Allah, has the plot armor, man. You cannot. Hey, it's written in stone, if you will, man. With the iron tip. Right? Let me get another precept. Right, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 75, verse 6. It says, for promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the south, nor from the nor from the west, nor from the south. But the Most High is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another. Right, so the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, he's going to put down Esau, Edom, man. And guess what? If you don't know, Esau, Edom, which is the white man, he's written in reality, if you will, to be that evil man or to be that problem in the storyline. And I'm going to always make that similar to, so, it's better to understand. Right? He's written to be the damn devil, if you will, man. Plain and simple, man. And guess what? In the end, he shall be destroyed, and there shall be no remedy for him. Right, it says, for the Most High is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another. And guess what? The Lord's going to set up the Israelites in the end, man. Because guess what? That's his, that's what he wrote. That's what he desires, man. That's the storyline that is written in reality, man. Let me get that again. This is the book of Salakia. Let me go back to Job. Chapter 23, verse 14, it says, for he performeth the thing that is appointed for me, and many such things are with him. Right, so many such things are with him, man. But ultimately, what I really wanted, he performeth the thing that is appointed for me. And what's appointed for Israel is salvation, man. That's the plot going into storyline. right? You cannot take out, the main character, man. Right, in the story, the main character wins, man. The main character is, ultimately, the main character is Yahweh Shai and his people, man. Ultimately, everything is for it's because of Yahweh, man. For ultimately, it's for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai be glorified, and their desire to be accomplished, if you will, and continue being accomplished, man. And we getting salvation is for the Most High, man. Because he the one who's writing this story, if you will. This reality, man. Right, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 85, verse. Let's get verse 84, verse 11. It says, "For Yahweh, for the Lord power is a sun and shield. The Lord will give grace and glory," and grace going into favor, if you will. And grace is going to be given unto Israel. Has been given unto Israel, man. No, thanks to Yahweh Shai. Right? The Lord will be the saving strength of his people, man. And guess what? You can't put nothing against that or toward that. It says, "No good thing will he withhold from them that walk uprightly." And the only people that's going to walk uprightly is you Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians if you come back onto the Lord and if you are part of the election, man. Let me go to the book of Acts. Chapter, Slagia, bear with me. Right, Acts chapter 5, verse 39. It says, "But if it be of the Most High, ye cannot overthrow it." Right, this reality, or the plot, if you will, the whole, whatever the Most High wants to accomplish, and whatever his, desire is, which a part of that desire is his people being saved from this current system or this current world. Right? It says, "But if it be of the Most High, it cannot overthrow it." Right? No man can overthrow it, man. Right? Going into the word fixed. Right? This plot is fixed. It's already situated, if you will, man. Not situated, but it's already fixed, man. Right? Let's go into the word fixed. Right? Right? Fixed means to establish, immovable, settled, fastened. Right? So, if you will, it's already fixed. Meaning fixed goes into the Latin word fixus, which means immovable or established and settled or fastened. Like a nail that's been, fastened in a wood. It's already been established, man. Right? It says, "But if it be of the Most High, they cannot overthrow it." You cannot overthrow it, man. And guess what? The Lord's people and the upright shall be saved and shall get and those that believe on Yahweh Shai, which they that only believe on Yahweh Shai will be the Israelites, which are gonna believe on his doctrine and walk uprightly. They are that is of the Most High, man, for Israel to be saved in the end. It's fixed, man. That's the plot. That's the story, man. That's the storyline, if you will. That's the whole plot. Israel getting saved and getting salvation and redeemed or redemption. Getting redemption and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua being glorified. That's fixed. It's immovable. You cannot move it, man. It's established, man. Fasting, man. It says, lest happily ye be found even to fight against the Most High. And you cannot do that, man. It's impossible, man. Right? Psalms chapter 85, verse 8, it says, verse 1, it says, Yahweh, thou hast been favorable unto thy land, which is that land is Israel, ultimately Jerusalem, which is those that inhabit, that's for that land is Israel, you black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, and the rest of the 12 tribes, right? It says, thou hast brought back the captivity of Jacob, right? So the Lord's going to bring back the captivity of Jacob, if you will, right? Because we in our captivity, right? This is, kind of like a hell, man, where we get oppressed physically, spiritually, mentally, right? But in the end, the election shall get salvation, and that's fixed, man. And those that's of the election is you Israelites, you black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, and the rest of the 12 tribes, man. It's written in stone, or written in reality, if you will. And that's why, I went to, in the beginning of this video, plot armor. Israel have that plot armor, man. You cannot remove, that which, shall be accomplished, if you will, man. All right, let me get the book of Psalms real quick. Yeah, let's get the book of Romans, Salakia. I got another piece I want to bring up. Right, this is the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 26. It says, likewise the Spirit also helpeth our infirmities, for we know not what we shall pray for as we ought, but the Spirit itself maketh intercession for us with groaning, which cannot be uttered. And he that searcheth the hearts knoweth what is the mind of the Spirit, because he maketh intercession for the saints according to the will of the Most High. Right? It says, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love the Most High. And that's for the Israel, man. Israel are they that's going to love the Most High. Israel's of the election. The election are the Israelites, man. If you understand. So, it's already fixed since the beginning. I'm going to continue reading, though. It says, to them who are called according to his purpose. Right? So, you Israelites or the election are called according to his purpose, man. This is the plot that Israel is going to get salvation in the end, redemption in the end. It's written in reality, man. And I said many this, and I'm going to say it again. It's written in reality. It's written in stone. It's fixed. Just like a main character has a plot armor, you cannot, remove or destroy that character. Right? It says, for whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate. Going into the word predestinate, it means to appoint or select. Matter of fact, let me just go to the word predestinate, get the right definition. to foreordain to an earthly or eternal law or destiny by divine. Right, let me get another word, Salakia. To establish, basically the Lord has established it or fixed, certain people, or established certain people to get salvation in the end. And that's you Israelites, man. Or the Israelites that's going to get salvation, man. It was established before the world was created. Right? And guess what? It always going to be that, man. It was always going to be that. It was always going to be that, man. That was always going to be the plot, if you will. And, I like, making that similar to liking, reality to a story, because this is the Most High story. He's making everything. He make the characters, he make the plot, everything that's going to happen. And guess what? The Most High made it so. Right? It says, for whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his Son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren. Moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called. And whom he called, them he also justified. And whom he justified, them he also glorified. So, the Most High already established Israel to get salvation in the end. And guess what? They that's going to get called, man. Alright? Right? Let me say that, verse 31. What shall we say then? What shall we then say to these things? If God be for us, who can be against us? And guess what? When you look at stories or even movies, if you will, man. Sometimes, the character be going through things and people be trying to take out the character, if you will, or the main character. Hey, that's not going to happen, man. And guess what? That character was fixed to get victory, if you will, man. Right? That's where omnipotence comes from. All power and authority, just like a writer has authority or power to do whatever he wants to his characters or to the story or to the plot, right? Or even a man that's like to make a potter, if I'm not mistaken. A potter is they that make objects, if you will. You feel me? Is the clay gonna say to the potter, why you made me thus? No, you cannot resist the will of the Most High, man. Everything is for the pleasure of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Everything is for the glorification of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Right? It says, what shall we say then? What shall we then say to these things? If the Most High be for us, who can be against us? Right? He that spared not his own Son, but delivered him up for us all, how shall he not with him also freely give us all things? Who shall lay anything to the charge of God's elect? Meaning, who's gonna throw it down, or who's gonna get in the way of that plot, man, of God's elect getting salvation? It's gonna happen, man, whether you want it to or not. And all Israel shall be saved in the end. Right? It says, it is God that justifieth. Right? It says, who is he that condemneth? It is Mashiach that died, yet rather that is risen again, who is even at the right hand of the Most High, who also maketh intercession for us. Who shall separate us from the love of Mashiach? Hamashiach, or Mashiach? Shall tribulation, or distress, or persecution, or famine, or nakedness, or peril, or sword? Don't matter whatever we go through, whether it's famine, a lack of food, whether it's a gun, whether it's nukes, you know, whether it's a whole army coming, against the Lord's elect. Either way, they's gonna get salvation and redemption in the end, man. Right? It says, as it is written, for thy sakes we are killed all the day long. We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter. Nay, in all these things, we are more than conquerors through him that loved us, man. So we are more than conquerors. We gonna get the victory in the end, man. Because guess what? We got him who got we love him who has full authority and power over existence, man, over everything. And another similitude, just for the thought, food for thought. Hey, what character is going to go, like, what character in the story, in a book, if you will, is going to go against the writer of the book? Just think about that. Just try to imagine that, man. Because, they can't do nothing against the main character. Imagine that, right? Hey, it's fixed, man. It says, for I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of the Most High, which is in Mashiach, Yahawashi, our Lord. Right, so nothing's going to separate us, man. That's the plot. Right, this is the book of, matter of fact, let me get this last precept. I'm going to end it off right there. Matter of fact, right, this is Revelation chapter 4, verse 11. Thou art worthy, O Lord, to receive glory and honor and power, for thou hast created all things, and for thy pleasure they are and were created. Right, so everything that's created is for the pleasure of the Most High, because the Most High desired to be desired it to come into existence, if you will. The Most High desired it to make some appear, if you will, man. Right, it says, for thou hast created all things, and for thy pleasure they are and were created. Right? Let me go back. I'm going to get a couple more precepts. I'm going to close out. This is Job chapter 23, verse 13. It says, but he is in one mind, meaning can't nothing, change his desire or his opinion or his perspective, if you will. Right? Can't nothing, change it, man. He's completely fixed on his own opinions, on his own desires, man. He's completely, you cannot change. It's inevitable, if you will, man. It's immovable. You cannot move it, man. You cannot move, you cannot move the Most High to, you cannot change God's mind, if you will. That what he desireth to do, that's going to be done. It says, who can turn him? And what shall his soul desire? Desireth, even that he doeth. For he performeth the thing that is appointed for me, and many such things are with him. Right, verse 15, it says, therefore am I troubled at his presence. When I consider, I am afraid of him. For the Most High maketh my heart soft, and the Almighty troubleth me. Hey, just think about the just the great power and majesty, great power of the Most High, man. Right? Hey, but going into it, I want to bring out this last precept. Malachi, Salakia. This is the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 6. It says, "For I am Yahweh, I change not. Therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed." So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Yahweh, he changed not. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua changed not, man. And guess what? Jacob, the sons of Jacob, which is you black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, you will not be consumed. Right? So shalom to the 12 tribes of Israel, and blessings and peace unto you, election, and blessings unto you, brothers, that attend unto good doctrine, unto the doctrine of Yahushua, and double honors to the elders of the house of David, and salutations for those that's laboring, for the truth, in truth and sincerity. Shalom.